let's get in the gameplay shit. Lego. Hopefully you'll enjoy the game. If you do, leave a like, comment. Let me know you're here. And if you're on Xbox, hit me up.
Hello everyone, you're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlantans and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our team, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows to his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 27, Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense, right? Absolutely locked up tight. He forced it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
Come on, guys.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Spinning away. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to rifle up. That's caught inside the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This for field position after the big play. Oh, now at the yardage. Cold behind, and now it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a game for this young QB. They're going to do that, though, in the 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ronnie Anderson to make the grab.
We're going there with the football.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 at a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run with Sanders. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from a yard out. Panthers, they widen their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Now Dawson for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3. That 0 off the board. And it's a fumble. The Panthers and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And now a throw on
What's funny is I think I sent you 2 of them. I think I sent you KKK and the unknown name.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a
Out of
second and
KKK,
10.
what do you
He'll
think?
take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Needs a little, I know
up
it needs
the
a
long
little.
way out there, but it'll be
I
3rd
know there
down.
are like
So
some
now
errors
3rd and 10. They had the big play
in
to start the drive.
the story.
The 2
That's what I'm trying
incompletion
to get.
sets.
Like you.
Open man is Anderson.
Yeah, I can make y'all a little edit to
Getting this
all that,
inside
you know
the
what I'm
30.
saying?
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
You were asking me about a character. Which one
Play
was
action
it?
now. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong game.
I gave you 2 of them.
Here's 1st and goal.
I don't know which one Joey
Boys
had.
here a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks
Are you
very much,
talking
and welcome in
about-
everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point.
Just that one, 'cause it's the
a
only one that keeps popping up.
two-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Technically, his
the
name's
Panthers
supposed to
out
be
in front, and they will get the
Are you talking
football
about
first.
Warm
Second
Nights?
half
Is
action
that the one you're talking
underway.
about?
And
Okay.
not a bad return. Here
So
he gets it
Warm
out to the
Nights is
25-yard line.
me writing a false script in the beginning The real one begins once you see the
About
name
set to begin
Jamal.
their next drive. The
That's when the
Falcons
real story
offense at the
begins.
line. They come out here with a 0.
Because feeling that there's this case, they
Words
just
from
need
my
to do it a
black
little
book
bit better.
ended
18
on
yards
that
next
where
down.
he said
That good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Newton. He finds his tight end Gentry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Technically, that's half everybody that took
Forget
their
about
case
finding a lane. He barely had time to
Well,
look up before he was planted in the backfield.
with
He
it.
lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And I'm
This
having trouble
offense
with
in
the female.
desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Newton. Caught by Jones. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's a game of matchups.
This story
and that's
right
why
here,
you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your
there's gonna
best
be several
guys.
different
And when they work
characters
out
in
of the
this
slot,
one,
you often hear the coaches
because
talk.
everybody
They get
gets
to
their
the
own little
football. It's
story,
blocked.
their own
Now
little
it's
story
scooped
time.
up, accelerating, and off he goes.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
It's not where I was trying to go. There we go.
Extra point try now for Dawson. And it is now 21-0.
How long have you been streaming for? Okay, that's what's up. Okay, Xbox Live just sent me a thing
Now after the
there.
touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Right here.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Get the following line, do some.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, no. I'm reading that so wrong.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That I have on GTA.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 67 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
No, they didn't get it. They tried.
Let's go.
As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders there. And it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the... And he's going to pull his way in for a Panther score. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Barry Sanders, the one to finish a touchdown run. At the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
All right, we got
I know
one.
the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch 54, watch 54. I got it. Rush in, rush in.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. His throw incomplete. Herman Moore's the man he was looking for, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again is Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the red zone now, Newton. That one complete to Okoye. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To the air again, Newton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 2nd and goal, Newton, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons get a bit closer. And he wasn't blocking or there.
Days when the 40 shot in the league, they use their fullback in pass play all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And thankfully, the offense able to recover, but the extra point attempt foiled. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Action that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, I think when the schedule all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.